Today, golf and life are synonymous, and no wonder this great game looks so complicated. But it isn't as hard as you think. So make sure you join me today on Sports Zone as I seek to demystify the great game of golf.
Golf is a precision club and ball sport in which competing players, using many types of clubs, attempt to hit balls into each hole on a golf course. Now, the concept of golf seems simple, but very few people actually understand how the scoring system works. And that's why I am joined by Jacob Okello, a professional golfer and manager at Golf Park, who gives me insight into this game. Before we get into gameplay, it is important that we understand certain key concepts. Number one, handicap. A golf handicap is a way to compare the abilities of different golfers. The intent of the golf handicap system is to level the playing field so golfers of all abilities can successfully compete against one another. Essentially, the handicap system penalizes better golfers by improving the scores of golfers of lesser ability.
The worst handicap for men can be 28. The worst handicap for women in Kenya can be 36. And the best handicap can be 0 and below.
Number two, par. Each hole is given a number representing par, the number of strokes it should take a skilled golfer to finish that hole. If the par of the hole is 4 and you make it in 5 shots, then your score in relation to par is 1 over. If the par is 4 and you make 3 shots, then your score in relation to par is 1 under.
If I show you, like now I have a scorecard of Golf Park. Hole number 1, the par is 4, par 4. I can play it in 4 shots. If I play 4 shots, that's a played par.
Number 3, tee off.
Tee off is a place where you start from. Whereby, okay, most of people come into the starters. Like if you have a golf course which is 18 holes, there's a tee off, the first tee off area. Like hole number 1 will have a tee off area and a green. If you're an 18 holes, you'll tee off 18 different times.
Now, there are 3 scoring systems used in the game of golf, and one can pick the format that they would like to play by.
It is the amount of shots you hit on the golf course. I'll give you a good example. Let's say like at Golf Park, the hole number 1, it's a par 4. You're supposed to play it in 4 shots. You play it on 6 shots. So you write 6. The same hole, I played in 3 shots. That is 1 better. And for match play, it's me and you are competing against you.
The first 2 scoring methods can be summarized by knowing that the person with the lowest score wins. Every time you take a whack at the ball, that's a stroke. At the end of each hole, add up the strokes for that hole and write the number down. At the end of the whole round, add up the strokes for each hole, and there you have it, your golf score. However, the stable forward system is different from the other 2 games because in this particular game, it is the person with the highest score who wins. Rather than counting the total number of strokes played, stable forward involves scoring points based on the number of strokes taken at each hole. The fewer the strokes you take, the higher the points. Jacob Okello has been a golfer for many years, and he takes us back to where it all started.
My father was one of the top golfers in the early 70s, early 80s. We could always follow him up on the golf courses and see how he does it. And that's when I started playing golf. And I really enjoyed it from that and henceforth.
Golf looks like an elementary game to play, but just like any other, one must undergo a training program.
The first one will take him on the putting green. Get him to try and feel how to putt, to know how to hold onto the putting green, to hold it on the hole. Then the next thing will teach him short game, how to chip. The third thing will take him there to get him to how to swing the irons. Then the next thing will show him how to swing the woods. Once you have known all those things, now you can hit it consistently. We take you on the golf course for 9 holes.
Passionate golfers will tell you of the numerous benefits of this sport.
Family bonding, first one, and most important one. You, your wife and your kids, you can bond very well. The next benefit is the exercising. If today I tell you to walk 6 kilometers, you won't. But if you're playing golf, you can walk 6 kilometers. The therapy for you, let's say you're from the office today. you are in a jam, you've been stressed. Now the next thing you come into golf, by the time you finish, you feel more relaxed. The last one is networking. Most of us are the upcoming professionals. The networking one is very important. You'll meet different professionals and different people from each professionals.
The golf park had at one point tried to make golf available to the masses through a subsidized training program.
What we started is we wanted to try and bring guys to play golf. We charge you 300, we say, okay, minimum of guys, we're 12 guys, we charge you 300 shillings to start with. When we opened the golf park, it started catching up nicely and everything. And you see, but you had to book in advance, which means if you don't turn up, you still have to pay for it.
However, Jacob believes that the low penetration of golf in this country can change.
If we could have public golf courses, now that we have a new constitution, which if we had a public golf course in each and every county, then we'll produce Tiger Woods. A golfer needs a golf course, and minimum a golfer can get is a 9-hole golf course. And to get a minimum 9-hole golf course in counties, you need 80 acres.
As a parting shot, Jacob gives advice to our politicians and any aspiring ones.
Our president is a golfer. He knows the value of playing golf. He has the patience. And if everybody plays golf, most of our politicians will be playing golf. They will understand why the president is the same. In America, as all of us have noticed that most presidents play golf. There must be a reason. It's an unwritten code. You can be as popular as you can, but if you cannot swing a golf club, I don't think they'll elect you.
Well, that's all the time I have today to practice my golf, but I certainly hope you enjoyed today's feature and of course learned something new and something interesting about the great game of golf. I am interested in hearing your views and your comments about this game and any other game. You can contact me by joining my Facebook group, Sports Zone, in brackets, The Power Breakfast Show, or shoot me an email, wmwaura@royalmedia.co.ke. But as always, until next week, my name is Wahiga, and this has been Sports Zone.